Today in the shop, I've got this Xaviere LP style guitar. It's got P90 pickups in it. I'm looking forward to hearing how this sounds. We're gonna clean it up, change the strings, make adjustments where needed, and see what this baby can do. Stick around. Hey everybody, I'm Brant, and today I've got this Xaviere. It's an LP style hollow body with P90 pickups in it. Actually, it looks pretty nice, and I'm excited to hear what these pickups can do. I've looked a little bit of information up on the guitar. The customer who bought it used, so he didn't have a whole bunch of information about it. The best that I can tell, this is a 560 or 550 model by Xaviere. I'm not sure what year this is. According to the specs that I'm seeing online, this should have a mahogany body that's hollowed out on the sides, has a solid block in the middle to support the pickups. It has a maple top, I believe, and a maple neck with possibly a black walnut fingerboard. I don't know about the nut, whether it's plastic or bone. The tuners seem okay. There are a few things on this guitar that are a little bit odd to me. I don't know if this guitar has been modified at all. These knobs are resting way above the guitar body, and they don't seem to go down any further. I don't know if that's showing up too well. If you can see how high up they are off on the posts. Also, the wiring job in here. I can get an angle. It's a little bit messy. You can kind of see things, and there's different types of wire. There's some braided shielding wire in there, some larger plastic looking sheathed wires, some smaller looking sheathed wires of plastic. And I don't know if the poker chip is just reversed here, but rhythms on the bottom, trebles on the top, and this switch is at a little bit of an angle instead of just up and down. So I'll have to test that out and see if that's labeled accurately. The other thing too, the saddles on the bridge that I've noticed, they're all facing the same direction, the bass side and treble side. The bass side appear to be, compared to my other LPs that I have, usually those saddles are turned around the other way. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not sure if this guitar has been worked on before, if this has been set up this way intentionally by someone else, or if this is the way that it comes. Aside from getting them used, I think you can only purchase new ones from Guitar Fetish, which is owned by the same person or corporation that makes the Xaviere guitars on guitarfetish.com. That's where I got most of the specs that I was looking for these types of guitars. I also verified from some used listings that may or may not match this particular one. Anyway, let's hear it sounds. No particular problems that the customer reported to me about this guitar. Just they were looking for a little cleanup and string change. The output jack is a little loose. Let me make sure this is in tune. So this is in the treble position, so supposedly this is the bridge. Which is this volume knob here. Tone seems to work. Let's go to the neck. Yeah, it seems to work. Middle. I think that's labeled correctly. I don't know why it's reversed like that. Well, compared to other models, I don't know if that's intentional or not. I actually think the pickups sound pretty good. Aside from that bridge being a little quiet, I think they sound nice. The neck pickup is really good. And treble. Let's try rhythm. Turn that down just a tad. It's fun. That's actually a really nice sounding guitar. I like that. So I'm going to do a little video, some close-ups of the guitar. On the back of the tuners here, it says, what does that say, 510? Tuner machine head, 510. I have to look that up. I don't know if that's anything. We'll check all the checks. Check all the checks. We'll check all the stuff and do some close-ups on this guitar and get the strings changed and clean stuff up and look at it and see if there's any area that needs to be adjusted. I haven't seen any dead frets on here. The action looks pretty dang good as it is. There are some pretty good scratches on the back. At some point, somebody tried to put their name on the back of the guitar. I don't know if you could see that. Yikes. So, if found, please contact James. Anyway, so we'll do all that and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I've got this on the bench. I've taken the strings off. I've taken the tail piece and the bridge piece off. I actually did switch these saddles around to face the other way on the bass side. On the treble side, they were already set as I've seen them before. So I just turned those around, took the knobs off. Some of these posts are sticking out pretty high. I'm not really going to mess with it too much. Cleaned a lot of the DNA off. One thing that I was noticing here is these posts for the bridge, they're pretty wiggly. So what I'm going to do, just to get them in a little bit tighter, so they're not rattling around at all. So I'm just going to take some Teflon tape, some plumber's tape here. Just wrap a little. Shouldn't have to do too much around the posts. And then screw those in. And hardly any rattle at all. Let's see, compare them. The one without Teflon, or with Teflon tape. One without. Quite a big difference, so I'll do this one too. And this stuff is super cheap and useful for around the house. You got a leaky faucet or something? Sometimes this stuff does the trick. Much better. Much better. Tightened up the strap buttons. All the hardware's been tightened up. So now I'm just going to get the fretboard, fingerboard done. Polish the frets, check the fret levels, then polish the frets. Clean up the guitar. And then we'll start making the adjustments for training. See you in a bit. Okay, so I just wanted to real quick confirm. I have it in what's labeled as the rhythm, and that is the neck pickup, and treble is the bridge. So it's labeled correctly. I was just going to test the output of the pickups real quick and see what that comes in at. So I've got it in the neck right now, and we're looking at uh, 8.1, and in the middle 4.2, And in the bridge, 8.65 roughly. So not bad. Okay, so I've got it all restrung, set up, did the train. The nut looks pretty good. The relief is there's a little bit of relief right in the middle, which is good. The action is really good. Pretty low, but not too low. I did change the saddles. I think I mentioned that already. These knobs don't fit on here. If you turn it, it'll spin on there. I can't get it down any tighter. So customer might want to pick out some new knobs for these pots. Tuners seem pretty decent. It sounds really, I don't know if it's because it's a hollow body, maybe. Oh, and I weighed it, and it's 7.7 pounds. So not as heavy as some other LP styles. But the hollow body, I think, really helps with the resonance. It makes it a little bit louder acoustically. And yeah, it looks pretty nice. There's a lot of scratches and little dings and not so much dents, but definitely a lot of little scuff marks and some intentional scratches on here as well. But otherwise, I think the guitar's in pretty good shape. Let's see what it sounds like. And just a clean channel. We're in a neck position. Try the middle. And the bridge. Yeah, I got that mixed up. I went back to the neck. The bridge. Some nice tones actually on these pickups. I love doing that. All right, let's put some effects on. Or am I still on the bridge? Let's try neck. A little bit. Let's try the middle. There you go, an Xaviere XV-5 something. I'm not sure what model this is. But if anybody knows, let me know in the comments, or what you think it could be. Or any other specs on this guitar. If you have one, what you think of them. I thought these pickups sounded pretty good. Generally, I think the guitar's pretty decent. Sounds great, I think. Sounds really good. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks again for watching, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Cheers.